हेलो वेलकम टू बट्टा फास्ट। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट अहमद नकवी और मेरे साथ उस्मान समीउद्दीन। और हमारी इस वाली एपिसोड को कुछ दिन एक्स्ट्रा भी लग गए और उसके बावजूद भी इतनी क्रिकेट नहीं हुई है बीच में कि हम बड़ी गहराई से उसका तबसरा कर सके। द टू मेन थिंग्स गोइंग ऑन ऑफ कोर्स आर द चैंपियंस वनडे कप, जिसके बारे में हमारे शो पे बहुत ज़्यादा आपको तारीफें सुनने को मिली हैं। उसके अलावा पाकिस्तान एंड साउथ अफ्रीका women's team have been playing a T20I series as well. और फिर आखिर में हमने सोचा था कि कुछ वक्त हम लगाएं अपने पेट्रियन पे और दो तीन लोगों को जिनको शाउट आउट देनी थी या उनके कुछ सवालों के जवाब वगैरह दे। वी विल बी अनाउंसिंग द पेट्रियन Q&A की डेट। आई थिंक वी माइट जस्ट डू इट नेक्स्ट एपिसोड, but we will announce that on the socials sometime soon. But yes, Usman, why don't you let our viewers know what's going on in the Champions Cup?
Misbah is winning it. One sentence, Misbah, like the machine designed to win tournaments, is.
Domestic
They've got
tournaments.
domestic tournaments and also like Test champion #1 UAE
I
unbeaten record.
mean, that's not a tournament, but sure.
बट ठीक है, वो उसकी गलती नहीं है ना कि क्रिकेट में
हाँ
टूर्नामेंट ऐसे
हाँ
नहीं होते
हाँ
थे. लाइक
हाँ.
बेचारा वो तो जीतता है ना. एंड लाइक या सो आई थिंक लाइक Marcos have been like the best side in the Champions Cup. It's been so weird watching, like, with actually, can I just say that, like, paying attention to a tournament that we have, and everywhere, like, basically derided from start to end कि यार ये क्या बकवास है, क्यों अभी वनडे टूर्नामेंट हो रहा है, अभी टेस्ट मैचेस शुरू होने वाले हैं. बाय द वे, द पीसीबी ड्रॉप देयर फाइनली द आइटिनरी आफ्टर
For
मच
the
फॉर द
England series.
इंग्लैंड टेस्ट. लाइक 2 हफ्ते रहते हैं. इंग्लैंड लैंड कर रहा है October 2 को. आज 20 सितंबर है और आज अनाउंस हुआ है कि अच्छा हाँ हम मुल्तान और पिंडी में खेलेंगे अपने टेस्ट मैचेस. सो and like this you're doing to the country that is possibly the most kind of pre-planned country in the world कि आप यानी हम बच्चा एग्जैक्टली 2026 मार्च 31 तक पैदा करेंगे, तो उसकी प्लानिंग अभी से कर लें. और मैं छुट्टी ले रहा हूँ 2028 के समर में, तो उसके लिए मैं अभी अगर बुकिंग कर सकता हूँ तो अभी कर लूँ. और यहाँ पीसीबी कह रहा है कि अच्छा हाँ बस कल हम बता देते हैं आपको आइटनरी क्या है. बस बस हम लोग परसों पहुंच रहे नहीं, हम लोग आपको कल तक बता देंगे इंशाल्लाह, कोई आप फिक्र ना करें. तो एनीवे, all that aside, this tournament has been happening, and my point was that actually, to give them credit, I think by involving all the big players in this tournament, by making sure that all of them play, I know KPSL में हमेशा खेलते हैं, but by making sure that they all play in this 50 over tournament, people have been watching it. Like हम लोग क्रिकेटफो के numbers देख रहे हैं, and like people are getting into the Champions Cup. Okay, पाकिस्तान का season on है और people want cricket content, but like it's doing better than a lot of content that you might not think it be doing better than, without going into numbers obviously and stuff. But Champions Cup is a hit with Cricket Info's readers. That's what I'd like to say. Or go on.
I mean, देखिए, एक तरफ से if you just get the pros first, कि पहले तो फैसलाबाद में इसका रखना एक बहुत अच्छी मूव थी. गुड
Yeah.
क्राउड्स, गुड इंटरेस्ट. दूसरा ये कि ऑब्वियसली पाकिस्तान है और इसमें क्रिकेट की हमेशा डिमांड है. एंड एज यू जस्ट सेड, लाइक अगर आपके सारे कौमी खिलाड़ी एक ही टूर्नामेंट में खेल रहे हैं, चाहे वो पीएसएल हो या चैंपियंस कप हो, बहुत नेचुरली लोगों में दिलचस्पी पैदा होगी. और आई थिंक जो मेजोरिटी ऑब्वियसली जो लोग क्रिकेट खेल देख फॉलो कर रहे हैं पाकिस्तान में, उनका चेयरमैन के बारे में कोई खास ओपिनियन नहीं होता है अदर देन द फैक्ट के क्या पाकिस्तान मैचेस जीत रहा है और क्या कुछ देखने को मिल रहा है, सो उस सेंस में आई थिंक इट्स अनदर क्वाइट बिग विन फॉर मोहसिन नकवी, इन द सेंस के लोग यार देखो एक नया टूर्नामेंट आ गया ये वो. तो उस तरीके में आई थिंक इट्स लाइक इट्स डेफिनेटली, खास तौर पे हमारे शो पे हमने जितनी उसकी तनकीद की है, तो इस बात का भी एतराफ़ करेंगे कि या लाइक इट एज़ यू सेड, क्रिक इन्फो पे नंबर आ रहे हैं, क्राउड मैदान में भरा हुआ है.
Yeah, crowd's been good.
पीपल हैव बीन वाचिंग इट. अब वो आगे उस पे मतलब कि इवन अगर आप उसको कि इसका क्या फ़ायदा होगा ये वो, उसको एक साइड पे रख लें. अगर आप सिर्फ़ टूर्नामेंट की हैसियत से देखें तो एक तो आपका सबसे पहला मसला ये है कि द मैचेस हैव बीन टेरिबल, राइट? लाइक कि इट्स
Yeah.
जो भी मतलब आपके वर्स्ट फियर्स थे पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट के बारे में कि कोई चेज नहीं कर सकता, किसी को शॉर्ट बॉल खेलने नहीं आती, वो रियलाइज हो रहे हैं। लाइक आई थिंक वी वर जस्ट डिस्कसिंग दिस, राइट? यू जस्ट सेड कि आज पहला मैच था जिसमें चेजिंग
हाँ
टीम ने थोड़ा बहुत दिखाया कि शायद हम
हाँ
चेज कर सकते हैं, वरना
हाँ,
तो
वरना इससे
बड़े
पहले
बड़े।
हर मैच में टीम बैटिंग फर्स्ट, बैट्स फर्स्ट, मेक्स क्लोज टू 300, ओवर 300, 320, 330, और फिर टीम बैटिंग सेकंड यूजुअली कोलैप्सेस एंड इजी विन। आई थिंक द क्लोजेस्ट मार्जिन ऑफ विक्ट्री वाज लाइक सम 80-90 रन्स बिफोर दिस और समथिंग। तो वो एक पैटर्न सेट हो गया था, थोड़ा सा फिर प्रेडिक्टेबल वो टूर्नामेंट बन रहा था। यू नो, तुम अभी कह रहे थे कि लॉन्गर टर्म बेनिफिट्स से क्या होंगे। लाइक द थिंग इज दैट वो अवॉइड भी करना काफी इम्पॉसिबल है, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द गस्टो विद विच द पीसीबी हैज सेड कि ये एक हमारा डेवलपिंग टूर्नामेंट है, इसमें हम इससे प्लेयर्स निकलेंगे। यू नो, प्लेयर्स आपके कौन से इसमें से अभी निकल रहे हैं जो लाइक, यू नो, एंड नॉट any kind of shade on the players' performances themselves. Jahandad Khan, nice to see him getting wickets. You know, he's I think he's top of the wicket charts. I'm looking at this chart now. Yeah, he is top of the wicket charts with Hasnain, Zahid Mahmood, Shaheen Afridi is not having a great tournament, though he's picked up wickets, but he's not having a great tournament. Agha Salman is having a great tournament. But these are kind of things that we knew, right? Kamran Ghulam is top of the run scoring charts. Babar Azam is scoring runs. Surprise, surprise, Imam ul Haq is scoring runs. You know, like, मैं ये बस सवाल करूंगा, चलिए ये टूर्नामेंट हो जाता है एंड इन द एंड यू हैव अ टीम दैट विंस, एंड ऑफ कोर्स यू नो मिसबा जैसे लोग हैं, एंड आई डोंट ब्लेम हिम एट ऑल, अल्टीमेट लाइक प्रैग्मेटिस्ट काइंड ऑफ बंदा कि यार मुझे अगर पीसीबी इतने पैसे दे रहा है, मेंटर वेंटर की ऐसी की तैसी, मैं अपनी टीम को जिताना है मुझे, यू नो, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे अगर मुझसे कोई पूछेगा कि तुमने क्या करा है इस मेंटर, उस टूर्नामेंट में तुम्हें इतने पैसे मिले थे, वो कहेगा मैं टूर्नामेंट जीत के आया हूँ आपके लिए, यू नो, और उससे बड़ी मेंटरिंग क्या हो सकती है कि मैंने आपको टूर्नामेंट जिता दिया, यू नो। तो बट बियॉन्ड ऑल दैट यू हैव टू लाइक काइंड ऑफ लुक के what else are you learning about Pakistan's cricket and Pakistan's cricketers? You're not really, I don't think, learning that much that you didn't kind of already know, except you're doing it at great expense.
एक तो पहली बात ये थी कि अगर आपको ये टूर्नामेंट करना है जिसमें नए खिलाड़ी तो निकल ही नहीं सकते, क्योंकि यू नो आपका एक पूल है जिसका
चूंकि अहमद
मोर और लेस
शहजाद
सबको
आपके
पता
इनिशियल स्क्वाड लिस्ट में था।
है। ठीक है, उसमें बस उन्होंने किया कि 35+ को हटा दिया है, बट इसके उससे कोई बहुत बड़ी तीर नहीं थी। चलो, एक दूसरा कि आपने ये किया है कि दिस टूर्नामेंट के अगर कोई मुझे फायदा नजर आता है तो एटलीस्ट ये होता है कि आपकी सबसे ज्यादा मेहनत होती है कि हमारी ये इक्वल टीम्स होंगी, राइट? आई थिंक दे डिड इट वाया ड्राफ्ट एंड ट्रेड सिस्टम, विच इज
Because
अ
why not?
सिस्टम जो एक तो पाकिस्तान में आधे लोगों को तो अभी तक समझ ही नहीं आया है। अगर आप देखना चाहें, बट्टा फास्ट की एपिसोड है जिस पे इमरान ने तफसील में समझाया है हाउ द पीएसएल ड्राफ्ट वर्क्स, बट इट इज, यू नो, एज यू जस्ट पॉइंटेड आउट, मिसबा गेम्ड द ड्राफ्ट, he's got this really talented team, और उसका फर्क यही हो रहा है कि आपके पास दो टीमें हैं जो बिल्कुल फारिग हैं, लायंस और डॉल्फिन्स, और तीन टीमें हैं जो competitive हैं, और
Competitive, हाँ।
आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स हेल्पिंग एनी वंस केस एट ऑल, राइट? कि अगर आप शाहीन एक ऐसी टीम में है जहाँ पे मतलब, आई मीन, आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू डिफेंड शाहीन, उसके बहुत काफी बुरे नंबर्स आए हैं, आई हैवंट वॉच्ड एनफ ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट टू बी एबल टू से व्हाई, बट at just looking at the highlights or whatever, कि he is also, his team is significantly weaker than someone like the Markhors or the Stallions. तो वो उस पर एटलीस्ट आप या तो ये करते कि सबको इक्वल रखते ताकि करीबी मैचेस हों, तो लोगों को ये मौका मिल रहा है कि यार क्लोज मैचेस खेल रहे हैं, चेस कर रहे हैं। आई मीन, दिस इज द मोस्ट डिप्रेसिंग थिंग कि वो आप किसी भी परम्यूटेशन में पाकिस्तान का पूरा डोमेस्टिक टैलेंट ला दो, वो चेज नहीं कर सकते। 2024 में मतलब कि वो किसी को भी खड़ा कर दो, और वो ऐसी नहीं, मतलब यू नो कि या तो कि यार नहीं अगले टीम की बैटिंग बड़ी अच्छी होती है या पिच ऐसी थी या ये, इट्स लिटरली एवरीवनस बैटिंग ऑन द सेम पिच, एंड इट्स जस्ट दैट हूएवर विन्स द टॉस, एंड इट्स नॉट इवन कि चलो पहली टीम से भी 200 ज्यादा नहीं बन रहे, बैटिंग फर्स्ट विदाउट दैट प्रेशर सब 300 350 बना रहे, एंड देन नो वन हैज अ क्लू ऑफ हाउ टू टेक दैट डाउन, एंड चलो, what's really sad is that they all make the 300 the same way and they collapse the same way. Like, एक तो ये भी नहीं हो रहा था कि अच्छा यार ये स्टैलियंस है, हर दफा 6 रन ओवर पे जाते हैं, कभी 15 ओवर में आउट हो जाते हैं, कभी 30 में पूरा टोटल कर देते हैं, you know, like there's nothing, it's just 5 kind of, fascism, like just kind of clones of like decreasing quality. और वो ही मैच की मुख्तलिफ परम्यूटेशंस खेले जाने, like, and I think it just, this is my opinion as somebody like who's thinking about what the PCB said and what the future of the game is. I will admit कि अगर आपको सिर्फ cricket देखनी है, yo, it's not bad. Like, I think that
Yeah,
you've also
yeah,
pointed this out. Like, it's not bad to watch. Like, it's fun to watch. Like, there's always so much scope for more cricketing competition and content in Pakistan. मतलब ये जो PSL
yeah,
भी है, like, oh, the
100%.
reason it works is because people have that curiosity.
Yeah, and like, okay, I'm gonna try and I will try and find some positives from this. वन फैसलाबाद में एक हाई प्रोफाइल टूर्नामेंट करना, आई लव दैट. मुझे इसका बहुत मजा आया है कि मैं एंड आई बीन एबल टू वॉच इट हियर, व्हिच इज आल्सो गुड थिंग. यूट्यूब पे, स्पोर्ट्स सेंट्रल की यूट्यूब पे आई थिंक हम लोग मैचेस देख रहे थे यहाँ पे. इट्स बिन ग्रेट टू वॉच फैसलाबाद. हर मैच फुल नहीं हुआ है क्राउड, मगर अच्छा क्राउड रहा है, एंड इट्स जस्ट बिन नाइस टू सी फैसलाबाद बैक इन एक्शन. I will give a shout out to the Stallions side, Shoaib Malik ka jo side hai, because they've at least tried to do some interesting things. Like, despite having Babar in their side, they've not made him captain. Despite having Shan Masood in their side, they've not made him captain. They've gone with Haris as captain. Jahandad is doing really well for them. Mehran Mumtaz, who we've seen at PSLs, we've seen in other domestic events, he's doing really well for them at the moment. So I think they have one of the people kind of involved with the organization of these tournaments or in Pakistan cricket said actually that probably they have tried to be the most kind of true to the spirit of what this tournament is supposed to be. कि आप कुछ young players को आगे लाओ, don't make decisions that are just that Pakistan has been making for all this time. कि बाबर को captain बना दिया, ये कर दिया. They're trying to push some stuff. And yeah, it's great that there's other guys like Misbah who are just like, नहीं यार मुझे tournament जीतना है, ये उसका कोई bonus होगा इसमें tied into this, I'm sure. So they'll do that. So it's been okay to watch. The other thing I guess I've liked is that at least they have not drawn it out. It's a very short and sharp tournament. We're already getting to the back end of it. The knockout games shuru ho jayenge, and then we'll have a winner soon. So it's not like it's going to be stretched out for that long. I just can't get over the fact कि 2 हफ्ते में we'll probably have forgotten about it because हम लोग इंग्लैंड और पाकिस्तान की बात कर रहे होंगे as that test series. और उसके आगे अगर कुछ कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी हो जाती तो maybe we would have had a bit more context going into that series, but we'll have to kind of go into that series blind really. पाकिस्तान में
I'm going to pause and hold you to this. अगर कायदे आजम सीरीज हुई थी, क्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिलता आपको कि गनी ग्लास जो है वो
okay, you were speaking for yourself. हम लोग अगर कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी चल रही होती तो we would have at least talked a little bit about who's been performing after Pakistan's shambolic defeat against Bangladesh. हम लोग थोड़ी सी तो नजर देख कर रखी होती कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी की, यार चलो कौन आ सकता है टीम में, कौन कोई है जिसने रन्स बनाए हैं इस मिनी सीजन में, कुछ
नहीं अब
कॉन्टेक्स्ट. बाबर खेल सकता है कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी to try and start scoring some runs again. Abdullah Shafiq to try and
मैं सिर्फ इसलिए
been part of the
कह रहा
conversation.
था कि क्या कहते हैं कि क्योंकि given the way this PCB administration is going, कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी पे भी ये होता है कि अच्छा इंग्लैंड आने से पहले अब कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी पिछले साल की डिलीट कर दी है. Like literally they've done this. They announced an under-19 tournament. Coaches and analysts and players, they all travel there and then they play one round of matches.
They played one day of the 3-day match.
One day. Yeah, sorry. They play the first day of it, and then they're like, it's cancelled. Go home. That's like, there's like कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी में भी क्या होता है कि
under 19 tournament women's का भी cancel हुआ है national tournament, even though at literally the same time the Asian Cricket Council, including the PCB, has agreed to host first ever Asia Cup for under 19 for women. और वो हो रहा है दिसंबर में, वो which is a great move. वो हो रहा है दिसंबर में. आपने सितंबर और अक्टूबर में ये नेशनल अंडर 19 टूर्नामेंट वुमेन्स का रखना था, जिसके थ्रू आप प्लेयर्स उस एशिया कप के लिए पिक करते और फिर उसके बाद से वर्ल्ड कप के लिए पिक करते. अब किसी ने कुछ बोला नहीं है कि वो टूर्नामेंट कब होना है, तो आप किस पूल से वो अंडर 19 प्लेयर्स पिक करेंगे जो एक टूर्नामेंट दिसंबर में होने वाला है. तो like these kind of things, yeah, I mean they're just jokers are going to joke and us haters are going to hate, I guess, all the time. and instead we'll watch the Champions Cup, and then जब इंग्लैंड आएगी तो हम भूल जाएंगे, और हमारे किसी एक भी प्लेयर ने कोई 3-day या 4-day गेम नहीं खेली होगी, सबने 1-day गेम खेली होगी, which is like a weird mix in between. बाबर अपनी सेंचुरियां मार रहा है यार, हमें पता है बाबर सेंचुरियां मारता है 1-day मैचेस में, because that's what he does literally for a living. शान मसूद 35 बना के आउट होता है, that's literally what he does for a living. Very pretty 35 off like 42 balls, energetic innings, and then gets out. What Shaheen, again, it would have been nice to see, like, Shaheen is maybe going through a really bad run of form right now. Like, he's not had a great tournament. अगर उसे अपना केस बनाना था कि नहीं मैं पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 बॉलर हूं, तो he's not made it at this tournament at all. लेकिन अगर आप उसे कोई चांस देते कि वो 3-day मैच खेल लेता, 4-day मैच खेल लेता, तो हम भी उस कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी मैच के बारे में बात यकीनन कर रहे होते। अहमद नकवी, हम ऐसे इतने भी हम गए गुजरे बर्गर सपोर्टर्स नहीं है कि कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी की नहीं बात करते, हम करते।
मेरा इशू ये नहीं था कि कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी पे हम बात करते हैं। My issue was you said that if the कायदे आजम trophy happened would have given some context, and I guess in a very obtuse way जो मेरा इशू ये था कि इस पीसीबी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के ऑर्गेनाइज किए हुए टूर्नामेंट से तो कोई कॉन्टेक्स्ट नहीं समझ आ रहा, राइट? लाइक कि वो कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी रखते भी तो करते, हाँ कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी है बट सब स्क्रैबल खेलेंगे, ठीक है?
Speed Scrabble.
Like, yeah, like it's just,
Make a 3-letter word. 7.
When we're coming to, I think we'll come to the women's series between South Africa Pakistan. तो मैं जब उसको देख रहा था, मुझे एक हैरानी ये थी कि यार, I'm kind of shocked that this series happened, because I have a little bit of an idea of what the board is operating like on the men's side, and it's chaotic and understaffed, and they've literally given 0 Fs about anything else. Which you under 19 क्रिकेट का आप हाल देख लीजिए, या women's टूर का चल रहा है, तो उस तरीके
पाकिस्तान
पे
इंग्लैंड
मुझे
सीरीज का हाल देख लिए, not giving an itinerary
बेशक,
until
राइट, सो लाइक उस तरीके से तो मुझे बिल्कुल भी यकीन नहीं आ रहा, और उसी लिए मैं कह रहा था कि मतलब इनका कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी रख भी देते तो क्या करते हैं, बट जस्ट टू रैप अप ऑन द चैंपियंस कप, आई थिंक वी ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट हाउ मच इट सक्स. व्हाट इज इंटरेस्टिंग आल्सो कि एक ये जरूर था कि एज अ सोशल एक्सपेरिमेंट, एक तो कि एट अ मैक्रो पिक्चर तमाम टीमें वैसी खेल रही हैं जैसे पाकिस्तान की टीम वाइट बॉल खेलती है, टॉस जीत के अगर बैटिंग कर ली तो माशाल्लाह, और
because वही players हैं, surprise
yeah, exactly, right. The other great thing is at least like I think Malik ने अपने आप को अपने post retirement career में, like, he's been slowly kind of winning me over a little bit. I think what you pointed out with the Stallions is like, I found it really interesting that the mentors behaved exactly how you would have expected them to behave. Like, I could have paid, you could have paid me 5 rupees. I could have told what's going to happen. Like, Misbah is going to, as you were saying, he found this, like, the most German way of, like, maximum efficiency, stack up, forget whatever the moral outcome is supposed to be here of making Pakistan cricket better. आपके पास वकार हैं जिन्होंने अपनी टीम में आई थिंक कोई 6 बंदे डाले हैं जो 150 पे कराते हैं या 140 पे कराते हैं, राइट? लाइक टोटल वकार मूव. सैफी's टीम, सैफी खुद उसमें आ गए, वही कह रहे हैं, मतलब and immediately had a viral quote on the stump cam.
आउट नहीं करना है, बाबर करते रहेंगे.
ठीक है, और कौन सा है, द सकलैन है, सकलैन, I guess
शादाब, हाँ.
Saklan doesn't have which again, like, if Saklan is in your coaching, don't expect anything except
कुदरत का निजाम,
yeah,
कुदरत
so
का निजाम चल रहा है वहाँ पे.
ये थोड़ा सा in that
And
way.
Rizwan, of course, I mean, Rizwan is the Rizwan is doing what he does at domestic level.
Rizwan is indeed 100%.
Rizwan is doing what he does. But एक किसी ने हमें, एक इंसाइडर ने जो बताया था मिसबा के बारे में कि उसने अपना स्क्वाड ऐसे इतना meticulously पिक करा है कि I think he like picked the 2 best keepers basically, ताकि और टीम में वो अच्छा कीपर ना हो. He's picked 2 keepers so that other teams can't pick. So even though he doesn't need them, he's like, तुम लोग के पास है, which is like the most misbah thing ever. So I mean, like, he at least, you can't accuse him ever of not taking things seriously.
लेट्स दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी यहाँ पे अगर एक सेगवे किया जाए कि यू नो मिसबा की अभी एक यू जस्ट सेड दिस व्हाट ही इज डन एंड आई थिंक यू आर बेसिंग ऑन द फैक्ट कि मिसबा इफ यू टेक आउट लाइक जस्ट द टेस्ट इंटरनेशनल कैप्टन तो उससे पहले भी मिसबा का बड़ा मशहूर था फैसलाबाद वुल्व्स वाज लाइक दिस रियली क्लेवर साइड लाइक ही इज ऑलवेज समबडी who's figures out कि क्या अच्छा what's the rules of the game and then like how do you try and manipulate it, which is why he's really good with like teams that aren't very glitzy and glamorous because he's like good at working the angles. सवाल मेरा ये है कि why was he so like really not able to translate that when he was dictator of Pakistan cricket, i.e. chief selector and coach? Like ये क्या मसला ये था कि उसको ज्यादा पावर मिल गई या like or that it's better for him if there's not a lot of talent to work with, like because in so many ways he's such a clever cricket mind, but it doesn't necessarily translate, like maybe like you
I
could say
think
like
वो उसके
someone like
वही दो
Miyandad
रोल
was.
थे. To be
Hmm.
fair to him, it was only those two roles that kind of and एक तो मुझे था I think मसला था हमेशा से कि उसे दोनों कोच एंड चीफ सेलेक्टर का रोल दे दिया था which is kind of like you're
दे नहीं
you're
दिया
some-
गया था भाई, वो उस जिस कमेटी ने दिया था उसमें वो खुद ही बैठे हुए थे तो like
तो ले लिया उसने वो रोल बट उसमें थोड़ी सी क्रॉस पर्पसेस कभी कभी हो जाती हैं बिकॉज एज अ कोच
yes.
you're dealing with the players one on one and then as a selector you're dropping them one day तो अगर अगर किसी प्लेयर का फॉर्म नहीं चल रहा है तो वो अपने कोच के पास तो नहीं जाएगा ना बिकॉज वो कोच उसे कहेगा अच्छा फॉर्म नहीं चल रहा है मैं तुम्हें ड्रॉप कर देता हूँ so like it was a bit of and I think maybe that kind of played a role holding him back in doing well in either of those roles like separately अगर उसे आप एक रोल उसमें दे देते तो शायद कुछ हो जाता but also you think about Misbah और जितना वो गेम के बारे में सोचता है I've been lucky कि मैंने उसका 2-3 बार इंटरव्यू करा है लंबे लंबे इंटरव्यू हुए हैं like breaking down dismissals and stuff पीपी ग्रुप पे सभी ने उसके साथ लंबे इंटरेक्शन सबके रहे हैं और भी कहीं भी उसका इंटरव्यू देख लो मिसबा का तो ही ब्रेक्स डाउन द गेम इन सच ग्रैन्युलर डिटेल कि वो जो अदर पीपल डोंट ऑपरेट लाइक दैट वो ओवर थिंकिंग थोड़ी सी हो जाती है गेम के बारे में व्हिच मे बी अदर्स कांट गेट इनटू दैट kind of mode with him and then it depends then he picks guys he also like his success with Pakistan at least was that he picked guys who it was the revenge of the rejected right जो सब players एक बार tried and failed and sent back then they came back under Misbah and they were like अच्छा हाँ हम सब एक उसी grievance के साथ चल रहे हैं कि हमारे साथ ज्यादती हुई है और हम for our own in our own context हम wrong proof करेंगे और कुछ करेंगे and like he chose those players over maybe I don't think उस वक्त पाकिस्तान में इतनी कोई outstanding talent थी. It's not like he wasn't choosing the best players in the country, but he was. And I think maybe as a coach, that's more difficult to maybe accomplish sometimes. I feel like because as a coach, you may just, you have one like the Waqar Yunus level of coaching where वो bowlers को देख रहे हैं and he's like 140K. I don't care उसकी control है नहीं है मैं तो इसे I want him in the side. But Misbah is forever aware of the risks inherent in being a Pakistani cricket official or cricketer. And I think he can't afford to kind of waste like Waqar might. And I mean waste in a not in a कि यार इसे लाया फेंक दिया. I mean waste in a you can't be extravagant. Like
yeah,
Waqar has that
extravagant is the
capital.
word.
Yeah, extravagant I think is well. Like, Waqar has that capital as being Waqar Yunus. Misbah al Haq never had that capital. Even now, he doesn't really have that level of capital that, he greatest captain Pakistan has ever had. You could make a case for it. Most successful, certainly, in Test cricket. Did a lot, but you don't ever place him in that. Well, maybe some people do. I don't know in that category. Magar, you know what I mean? Like he's
I
always
mean,
had kind of reputation of being an accountant rather than an artist.
I
Or
feel एक तो ये बात बिल्कुल दुरुस्त भी है, but कि even at a time like with analytics and with this and that कि जब आप nerds या ये accountant approach को uh, as good a time as any for it to get celebrated. Like I think जो मेरा अभी मैं देने लगा हूँ ये तबसरा, I myself am not satisfied with it. Like it's too vague. But my takeaway is कि Misbah himself kind of never really came to peace with what his stature in Pakistan cricket was. because at some level he felt ke haan theek hai, I'm not in Imran or something, but then he also felt like, oh, I'm not getting respect. But then, you know, like I just when I asked you that question, I had in mind someone, like if I think of somebody who I've not maybe directly, but I've heard stories of being able to break cricket down the way Misbah can is Miandad, right? Like Javed has
Hmm.
that reputation as well. And Javed was really kind of built up upon like everything else that he was on top of that. कि भाई मुझे game बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आती है, and that was kind of a confidence. And Misbah kind of almost holds that sometimes as a grievance, right? क्योंकि वही था कि जब उसके पास ताकत या जब भी वो आया है, like in a lot of ways, you know, you can say that maybe he didn't get the endorsements or the headlines that a Wasim did. But if you look at what the board offered and what the team offered and whatever, like Misbah got a lot of things. Magar Shayad,
Hmm.
that's where I feel Misbah is at his best when he's trying to prove people wrong. And Usme, you know, like again, when he is the de facto head of everything in Pakistan, maybe that was ek taraf, as you said, like it's just a difficult thing to pull off logistically. I think, like, I mean, I can see a universe in which Misbah, if someone can pull it off, Misbah can pull it off in terms of cricket. I just think the problem also was, you know, he was never really stepped into that fully.
You know, just actually we've segued into this really unintentionally, but it's actually a really interesting discussion because तुम्हें अगर याद है मिसबा की टीम when Misbah became coach 2019
Hmm.
में
Hmm.
he had that post World Cup side और
Hmm.
वो World Cup, you know, it was actually a decent side that was building up.
Yeah.
अगर वो वेस्ट इंडीज के खिलाफ वो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं होती उनकी तो सेमीफाइनल में पहुंच जाते. That
And
team
दोनों
had
फाइनल्स को हरा चुकी थी उस टूर्नामेंट
दोनों
में.
finals for us. That team had Babar coming into his own. Literally, like that was, you know, Babar was really coming into his own.
That's his
Had
Babar and Shaheen का coming out tournament.
Shaheen, Shadab. Shadab
Hmm.
was still Shadab then. Amir was still a guy who was happy to play for Pakistan. And like, you know, he ended up as like a really crucial performer in that World Cup as well. So he had the basis of a decent team. He had, and then, you know, they test में I think Azhar Ali captain था उस जमाने में, but they won series against South Africa at home, Bangladesh at home, Sri Lanka at home. And the most interesting thing that happened then was that Misbah as coach, and I don't know if he publicly said it, मगर उसने acknowledge तो करा होगा किसी तरह से. Azhar, I remember, said कि, you know, we are now going to switch to fast bowling because that's our strength. हमारी spin में weakness आ रही है. Yasir Shah was on the downturn, और spinners थे नहीं, Nomi था, Sajid था. So Azhar Ali recognized and said that, look, you know, maybe we need to start banking on this exciting young group of pacers that we've got coming. Shaheen, led by Shaheen, but with Naseem there as well. Fahim Ashraf bhi aapka all-rounder hai. He actually maybe the problem, and Babar was really coming into his own. So maybe the problem was that he had a really talented team at his disposal rather than maybe he didn't have much say in it because he got those wins. He got the wins as a coach, you
We
know.
have to keep in mind
Test
that फिर
match में.
COVID भी आ गया, right? Like when
Yes.
there was some semblance of that side, तो
Yeah,
उसके बाद फिर COVID आता है, the whole,
that's
you
true.
know, again, like causes a lot more problems, etc. And then, to me at least, like, you know, by the time the dust settles, पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट में वो मिसबाह आगे पीछे हो चुका था.
Yeah, they
But it
fought,
was
right? They went to England, they lost 1-0 there. It was a rain hit series for COVID Wali, but you know,
rain hit,
they
COVID hit, yeah.
and they should have won. They should have won that Old Trafford test. You know, England ne jitna chase kar liya, they shouldn't have won that. So he actually on the test side, he had more kind of success than he did with the white ball, which is kind of the leitmotif of his career as well, right? He was a better test guy than he was ultimately a white ball guy. So it's really interesting actually how his kind of coaching career went and why he wasn't able to with a pretty makings of a pretty decent side, why he wasn't able to kind of maximize it. And then of course Rambo came, and you know उसके बाद से तो कोचिंग का कोई हाल ही नहीं रहा है.
एक
Rambo
आखिरी
came
फिर
in.
इस पे एक आखिरी इस पे शायद ये भी पॉइंट है कि आई थिंक द फैक्ट कि मिसबा की वाइट बॉल टीम्स इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में स्ट्रगल करती हैं, क्योंकि मुझे हमेशा ये इसलिए भी हिट करता है बिकॉज डोमेस्टिक में मिसबा की वाइट बॉल टीम्स आर प्रीटी डेvastating. एंड आई फील कि आई थिंक टैक्टिकली शायद फिर उसका एक यहाँ पे भी मे बी मोर सो देन टैलेंट कि he has a certain way he thinks a cricket match should be won or lost, right? Which is कि you know, just be super efficient about things and choose like this one way and then you stick to that way completely.
choose the
और
smart option always.
या एंड आई थिंक कि जो खासतौर पे वाइट बॉल क्रिकेट जो उसके ज़माने में जब वो कप्तान बना है लाइक लिटरली द लास्ट 15 साल 15-20 साल उसमें बैटिंग का जितना फर्क आना शुरू हो गया एंड वेयर दैट एक्सपेक्टेशन इज ऑफ हिटिंग एंड what part of an innings you're hitting and therefore what type of batter exists and what type of role they play वो सारी चीजें इतनी बदल रही थी और आई थिंक वही क्या होता है कि there's certain match conditions or pitch conditions जहाँ पे मिसबा white ball teams do really well but outside of that you जो वो पाकिस्तानी माहौल है उसमें like and I literally mean the pitches and the climate and all of those kinds of things that's where he's been really good. And I think that sometimes I'm also just saying this for my own sake क्योंकि बहुत दफा इस टूर्नामेंट के बाद भी पहले भी मैं सोचता रहा हूँ कि यार ये like this guy is a bit of a at least domestic cricket का Pep Guardiola level success है
So,
मिसबा की. Like
I
he
was
has
going
a
to say
style.
actually, I think I've talked myself around completely into thinking that actually I quite admire the fact that he's just like he's called BS on this क्या ये टूर्नामेंट डेवलपमेंट है और हम अच्छे प्लेयर्स निकालेंगे इज लाइक नहीं ये सब घंटा बकवास छोड़ो मैं ये टूर्नामेंट जीतने आया हूँ तुम लोग को जो भी करना है ना बाद में तुम लोग कर लेना मैं ये टूर्नामेंट जीत के जाऊंगा एंड दैट्स द एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी बेसिकली सो आई क्वाइट एडमायर दैट बिकॉज having a single minded commitment to winning and not just having that commitment but making sure that everything you do is geared towards that in some coherent fashion is not a very Pakistani cricket trait and for him to be doing it he is in fact he is like आजकल की जो Guardiola की teams है ना and this is a totally ridiculous analogy that we're getting sucked into fully just for the sake of clickbaits. I'm sure you will clip this up and say when Misbah became Guardiola, but to extend that analogy, आजकल की जो Guardiola की team है ना in which he's got like Haaland as the sharpest end. Guardiola's like कि मैंने जो पिछले 15 साल से जो टिकी टैक और ये सब कर रहे हैं वो सब फेंको इस तरफ उसे बॉल दो वो गोल करेगा हम जीत जाएंगे मैच तुम लोग 2 गोल करोगे ये अकेला स्कैंडिनेवियन मॉन्स्टर 4 गोल करेगा और तुम लोग को हराएगा एंड दैट्स इट दैट्स हाउ वी प्ले आई डोंट केयर ग्रीलिश को भी मैं बनाऊंगा जस्ट लाइक अ फीडर आई एम गोना किल ऑल हिज क्रिएटिविटी एंड मेक हिम अ फीडर ऑफ पासेस एंड बॉल्स इनटू Guardiola into Haaland everyone who comes in is just geared तो मिसबा भी यही है कि यार मैंने जो टीम बनाई है ना इसे बस जीतना है जाके और कुछ नहीं करना है
एक तो सोशल मीडिया पे उस्मान बहुत ही भोले हैं आपके अगर आपको लगता है कि मिसबा की क्लिप्स 2024 में कोई क्लिक बेट होगा वो वही 10 लोग जो आई थिंक 2014 में भी शायद ये वायरल भी होती 24 का तो मैं कुछ नहीं कह सकता मगर
यार आप अंडर एस्टिमेट कर रहे हैं मिसबा का लव
I feel I think the analogy in my head have you seen that movie Rounders Ed Norton or Matt Damon kiए and John Malkovich
yes
has this crazy Russian role in
I
it.
think so, yeah. I think so.
बहुत पुरानी है तो
हाँ.
उसपे basically like there's this concept really कि there's some like smart guys who just go from poker game to poker game and they're grinding and कि मतलब वो उनके पास कम पैसा है शुरू से but they always stay ahead of like the whatever the house और जो कुछ भी $100 कमाए या 500 कमाए quite while ahead, and like never kind of do the extravagant thing, never go over the top or whatever, but like, grifting, hustling, just if someone could make a living off a poker game, right? Which is both like a ridiculous concept and requires like a lot of mental acumen to make it work. I feel that's Misbah, right? Like he's not the guy who's at the World Series of Poker and 10 billion की शर्त लगा दी या whatever. He's the guy who's like, न्यूयॉर्क की रात की सड़कों पे जो गंदे गंदे गेम्स हो रहे हैं उसमें यहाँ से 100 बनाए यहाँ से 150 बनाए यहाँ से 200 बनाए
बना के
हाँ और फिर एक मॉडेस्ट से घर में रहा पैसे उसने जो है जमा किए हुए
well, how can you not love that?
Yeah, you have to admire it. You have to admire
you,
it.
You can't. But so yeah, basically, I'm now I've come to the conclusion that I am 100% rooting for a Misbah side to win this. 100% win it like just flat out unbeaten.
अब समझ आया यार कितने बेगैरत होते हैं कुछ लोग ऑब्वियसली उस्मान को ईमेल्स आए हुए थे कि बेटा मारखोर को आगे लेके चलना है आपने ठीक है मुल्क के मोराल के लिए मार्को, अब मैं भी कहूँ, मैं मेरी भी गलती है, मैं भी इसमें मुलव्वस हूँ। मैंने
यार
ही ये
आपको
बात
आपको
शुरू तो मैंने की थी।
आपको याद है पिछली बार जब पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट इतना नीचे गिर गया था, तो किस इंसान ने पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट को उठाया था? अभी वो
पप्पा।
वक्त फिर से आ गया है मेरे भाई, अभी वो वक्त फिर से आया है। अभी जेसन गिलेस्पी कोच है, गैरी कर्स्टन भी कोच है, मगर वी ऑल नो मैन हु इज कमिंग बैक एज all formats coach for Pakistan soon. After this they lose this England series, South
हु?
Africa जाना पड़ेगा.
मिकी।
Hello, winning mentor of the
ओह,
Champions One Day Cup.
मेसी, मेसी, मेसी,
बॉस,
मेसी।
पूरी नैरेटिव मैं
I
आपको लिख के दे रहा हूँ. What more do you want?
Well, I mean, yeah, Markhors ko jitana is always a route to success in Pakistan. But खैर, route to success की बात करते हैं. Just also have a look at the women's series.
Yeah.
पाकिस्तान की का दौरा करने साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम आई थी. 3 T20 आईएस खेल चुके हैं, and South Africa convincingly won the third one. It was a tight series going into it. Or obviously Pakistan has a new captain. Kind of, they're moving forward from now. Even Bisma is no longer in the side. Like, at least for someone like me, there हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे नाम थे जो आसारे कदीमा से चलते आ रहे थे in the
हाँ,
women's team.
हाँ,
But now that's kind of completely, at least for me, at least, like there's a new generation completely of players that I hadn't, sort of associated with like the really really early start of the day, which एक तरफ वही काफी खुशाइन बात थी. Secondly, like from that first match onwards, like um, the team, especially in those first two games, really showed a lot of promise. I think the
yeah,
third game they were a bit outplayed. मगर पहले game में they start poorly in that chase, but then Fatma Sana, gets like good runs into it. Second match, big 181. Muniba gets 45. Like basically everyone gets in the runs. It was really good
yeah,
to
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. And Fatma
And
Sana, big part, 37 herself,
yes,
unbeaten
I mean,
37.
what a series for Fatma Sana वैसे
She's
भी.
had a great series.
Uh,
Her and Alia Riaz both actually
yeah.
really good to see. Like just good to see like some hitting, some like power hitting in that Pakistan side, which is the one thing they've always kind of lacked.
But I mean, वो तो it's a great time to point out कि लोग जो कहते हैं कि ये दोनों मर्द हो या औरत हो, आपकी हिटिंग और कंसिस्टेंसी का तो मसला क्रिकेट टीम में बड़ा रहा है. And I feel just from the growth of the team perspective as well, कि yes, it's not great that top order is not doing so well, but then in the second match they do well. But knowing that you've got Alia and Fatma coming in at the fact that they've been performing over and over again, I think it really
Yeah.
helps the rest of the team kind of grow on, right? Like for someone, जैसे आप थोड़ा अगर casual follow कर रहे हैं, अच्छा बिस्मा ने भी try कर दिया, अब क्या होगा, what's gonna happen, ये वो. So just internally and externally, अगर आपके पास ऐसे players हैं who match after match, like the way these two did in this series, are putting up those numbers, अगर आप हार भी रहे हैं तो आपको फिर एक टीम के अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस वापस से पैदा हो जाता है. We've seen obviously lots of teams where a big name or several big names go and they spend multiple years trying to come back and trying to find their identity again. So I know we lost, but I was pleasantly surprised with how Pakistan performed
Yeah,
in
because
the series.
South Africa is actually a good side. South Africa
Yeah.
is a strong side. It's it's one of those sides that you expect to do well at world tournaments. अगर South Africa semis में नहीं पहुंचता है upcoming World Cup में जो UAE में हो रहा है start of October, if they don't get to the semis, then they'd be disappointed. At not
Yeah.
getting to the semis. They are a good side, and I know they didn't have their entire first 11 here, but they're a good side, and Pakistan was at home, but the first two games, especially like you were saying, pehli game mein, they were kind of in it, but also never fully in it because they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of there, but never fully there. Second game, awesome, and I think by the time the third game came around, they were kind of swept off, which is kind of a trend I think with Pakistan. Who Pakistan
Sorry,
women's
third
team.
game, what happened? You're saying they were
They
kind of?
and they lost comfortably. I think South Africa won with
Huh,
like 9 balls to
huh.
play, chased down
Yeah,
150
yeah.
odd.
8 wickets in
And,
hand,
and I think this
whatever.
happens with this Pakistan side. It's been happening for a while now that they compete for parts of the series and for quite a few parts of the series, and then like they get swept away towards the end, which is these are things I think that come with more game time. Kind of constantly kind of improving fitness. more game time. Now, hopefully, you're thinking if we got Fatma Sana in as captain, she should be captain for a while, especially if she keeps performing. You can really build a side under her. But as with everything in Pakistan cricket, आप चाहे men's team हो, under 19 team हो, junior team हो, blind team हो, it is going so much of it is going to depend on how the board is. Now, you know, मोहसिन नकवी ने कुछ महीने पहले, आई थिंक 2 महीने पहले, बड़े इंकरेजिंग साइंस उन्होंने नोट्स भी पब्लिकली बोला था कि पाकिस्तान वुमेन्स क्रिकेट पे हम पैसा खर्च करेंगे, हम बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़ेंगे पीछे पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट को, वी विल डेवलप इट, एंड आई बिलीव हिज इंटेंशन एट द टाइम. आई स्टिल डू, बिकॉज दे डिड earmark a lot of money. So they, you know, जो आई थिंक बताया गया था हमें कि कोई 4 गुना उनका बजट was earmarked in to spend more on women's cricket than had been spent before. The disappointing thing is, as ever in these matters, कि follow through नहीं हुआ है. तो आप अगर वुमेन्स क्रिकेट डिपार्टमेंट से बात करो पीसीबी में, तो अभी भी लाइक दे काइंड ऑफ स्टिल वेटिंग कि भाई वो पैसे आने तो हैं, कहाँ से आने हैं, किस तरह से आने हैं. और इतना हाल हो गया है कि हम ही ने स्टोरी करी थी इस सीरीज से पहले कि जो ट्रेनिंग कैंप चल रहा था वुमेन्स टीम का, उसमें डेलीज नहीं मिल रही थी पाकिस्तान टीम को. एंड द पीसीबी सेड, एंड वी शुड गिव देम देयर ऑफिशियल वर्जन, दे सेड कि ये अमूमन होता है और हम इस ट्रेनिंग कैंप पे डेलीज के इंस्टेड ऑफ डेलीज हम उन्हें 3 वक्त का खाना दे रहे थे. Now, if that's a policy, I think it's a pretty retrograde policy. आप ये प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेटर्स हैं, ये ड्यूटी पे आए हैं, तो ना सिर्फ आप उन्हें खाना, गिविंग देम खाना शुड बी द बेस मिनिमम ऑफ व्हाट यू डू. लाइक इट्स लाइक सेइंग कि हमने उन्हें एयरबीएनबी दे दिया और वो अपने पैसे से एयरबीएनबी, लाइक आधा पैसा हम दे रहे हैं, आधा पैसा वो दे रहे हैं. लाइक द बेयर मिनिमम is that they get 3 meals a day. That shouldn't be like, that should just be set in stone. उसके ऊपर से आपको डेलीज भी देना चाहिए. नाउ पाकिस्तान वुमेन्स टीम को जहां तक हमें मालूम था, इससे पहले जब डेलीज मिलती थी तो मिलती थी, बट इट वाज अ वेरी मीगर अमाउंट, बट यू स्टिल यूज्ड टू गेट. एंड speaking to former players, at least, even that little amount, it goes some way to doing something, right? Because it's not like you're getting paid an exceptional amount as a Pakistan women's cricketer. So, and the basic point is that you should be, in this day and age, treating them in exactly the same way that you're treating the men's team. Like, so if the men's team does get dailies, you should be giving this, there should be that level of equality at least, yeah. And it's like a basic requirement. It's not something. So the very fact that we're kind of discussing these issues still tells you that Pakistan cricket women's team जो on the field जो कर सकती है और जिस तरह से वो टीम डेवलप हो सकती है, it will always be beholden to off the field क्या चल रहा है. And I will still give मोहसिन नकवी some benefit of doubt in that I believe that intent उनका है कि ये टीम को और पाकिस्तान women's cricket में पैसे डालने हैं. But as with so many things, he needs to focus here as well. Like वो एक उनका one track focus चल रहा है कि मुझे stadiums तैयार करने हैं और यही करना है और Champions Cup बीच में होना है. But there are many other areas of the game that need decision making, that need delegation of authority so the others can make decision. And women's cricket is in desperate need of that some kind of focus and some kind of attention in Pakistan.
I think कि मुझे जो एक उम्मीद मोहसिन नकवी टाइप्स से यही भी होती है कि लाइक अगर कुछ वो बड़ा करना चाह रहे हैं धूम धड़ाके के साथ, सो hopefully that women's PSL is what they'll decide on, right? Like I don't think ये इतनी आराम से होगा, बट अगर करते हैं that's something that be really beneficial to the women's side, but also to the game as well. और उस तरीके से मतलब आपके पास I think the reason that I keep calling it low-hanging fruit is because you can very easily tie it up to the men's PSL, और वही फिर logistics और operations और a lot of that झंझट can be resolved quite easily. So it requires like some organizational अक्ल वगैरह बगैर.
Like I know कि और दुनिया में जिस तरह, sorry, just to make this point, कि और दुनिया में increasingly now women's cricket is it's being seen as its own thing. अलग उनके events अलग होते हैं. They're no longer tied to the men's game. WPL एक अलग शुरू हो गई है. But I think at the stage of development that Pakistan is in, they need to kind of leverage the attention and the commerce that is there in the men's game and spread it. So if they did a women's PSL, like you're saying, if you tie it up with PSL men's franchises, and even if you do it at the same time, if you do it around the time of the men's PSL, you will at least ensure that उस पे eyeballs होंगी, उस पे attention आएगी. Yeah, go on.
I
Sorry,
mean,
buddy.
yeah, there's a bunch of things here. Like, I think ye, whether it's the cricket for numbers for Champions Cup or previously like YouTube पे numbers for women's matches, like there's a lot of interest. And I think कि ये एक चीज तो मैं कहने लगा था कि बाकी मुल्कों से पाकिस्तान को कंपेयर करना इज नॉट जस्ट बिकॉज कि हमारी क्रिकेट की इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इतना नहीं है बट ऑल्सो सोशली हमारी सोसाइटी में औरतों की क्या एक्सेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज हुकूक हैं वो काफी फर्क है तो यू हैव टू काइंड ऑफ वर्क विद दैट एज वेल राइट और आई थिंक उसी में जो बाद में अगर आप वो डेलीज वाली बात फिर से करें कि आई थिंक एक बड़ी बेसिक सी चीज है कि आपको 100 रुपए का आप इजी लोड करके घर फोन कर सकते हैं और अगर पाकिस्तान में इफ यू आस्किंग young women to congregate for some professional work and like not provide them any kind of money to even make a phone call home. So yeah, it's a lot bigger issue. And I think मतलब कि वही ये वाले issues obviously you Mohsin Naqvi के हाथ में तो नहीं है वो सारी चीजें और ना ही it makes sense to blame him. I think it's just a knockoff of like some of the chaos anyways. But coming back to it, like right now, with the women's game, as on the field, आपके पास एक बड़ी मतलब fortunate बात है कि you seem to have a new crop of cricketers who can take over from the previous generation. Obviously, अगर 2 साल बाद 6 महीने बाद 1 साल बाद उनके रिजल्ट्स नहीं आ रहे हैं तो उसकी सबसे बड़ी वजह मेरी नजर में वही होगी कि they've not been getting enough matches, enough exposure, etc. Because in terms of ability, it's there, right? And like you can see that way, as you pointed out, like they can compete for parts of series and maybe not across the whole series. And that's always a function of कि आप कितनी क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं, कितनी प्रैक्टिस मिल रही है आपको और कितने मौके मिल रहे हैं. And like again, I hope like अगर PCB इस तरफ ये मोहसिन नकवी वाले where they're looking to tick off like really big things. This is one of those things because as I said, like people watch cricket in Pakistan, like like again, like yes, I'm not saying that Champions Cup and Women's PSL will have the exact same response, but I also feel that there's, we have enough evidence now to see that people will have that kind of interest taking, to get involved in it. And that's something that definitely the PCB can do. खैर हमने 50 मिनट कर लिए and I wanted the last 10 minutes. So we recorded this and then the recording got fucked and now काफी वक्त गुजर चुका है but still an opportunity for us to do this. So we wanted to just say a few words when Hania Aslam passed away last month, I believe, or a bit earlier than that. Like, if you don't know who she was, they were this both Usman and I have different reasons for just finding them as one of our favorite musicians for Pakistan of all time. We had also spoken last time, and Usman, I'll ask you to do that again about like not just who Hanya has been as a musician across the different eras that she was prominent in, but personally also as somebody who really was stand out in how kind, approachable, and wonderful they were to younger musicians, to people reaching out to them in an industry which is like really, really uh, not that nice, very, very difficult for people to kind of find a footing in, and extremely difficult for people who are not straight men. And, Hanya, I think one of the reasons that we both were really moved to say something was the fact that it has that ability to inspire a very different feeling in you, whether it was when you were meeting them as a person or just purely as a musician as well. Nuswan, you had like something, a connection with
उसकी
that album.
वो जो lost recording में the segue we had was a brilliant segue because we were of course talking about the mentors in the Champions Cup. और एक perfect segue था कि this is actually how you mentor because you had personal experience with Hanya, you saw her in the industry and you saw like and I just heard people speak about what an amazing mentor she was, like and that's how you kind of picture mentors to be these warm, empathetic people who kind of teach you but don't overwhelm you with their knowledge, and they kind of let you grow and let you do your own thing. But my reason for absolutely loving it is a massive loss, and I was reminded of it actually last night. I'm going to show off a little bit. I went to the Lost Recordings album release of Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. And it was just a moment of, just enjoying like Pakistani music wherever. It didn't matter that I was in London or whatever, but it was great. And I was reminded of her loss actually. And I remembered why, because, obviously Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan साहब की जो मैं सुन रहा था उनकी clips, I've heard the album and the recordings, and हम लोग बैठे हुए थे सिनेमा में, एक lovely cinema, and there was great surround sound and visuals थे, और मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो गए थे. And like I tear up really easily a lot at like stupid sporting moments and stuff. कोई अच्छा sweet सा moment होता है तो I try and hold it back and all. But it happens to me with music as well. And there in music, it's much more uncontrollable, because in sport you can kind of expect कि ये कुछ होने वाला है, and you're like, okay, अब मुझे ये great moment आने वाला है, मेरे साथ ये होगा. But in music you don't. So as I had that moment, I remembered again why it was that I loved Zev and Hania. Like my interaction experience of them was always as a duo. ये था कि मैं जब पाकिस्तान आया था 2002 में, यहीं से इंग्लैंड से आया था मैं पाकिस्तान, and musically I was very like kind of aware, but it was very like Western music. यहाँ के जो scenes थे, whether that was like electronic music or trip hop or rock or whatever, सब यहीं का था मेरा. Like I had grown up in the Western music kind of thing. I came back to Pakistan, and there were like, there were fun bands that I followed, like Noori obviously at that time were becoming big, and I downplay Noori so much. There were fun bands that I followed, like Noori की एक और अपनी पागलों की cult following थी, but they were all like at that time at least, Western kind of music derivatives. और फिर मैंने इनकी ज़ेब और हानिया की पहली जो एल्बम थी चुप, वो सुनी पहली बार, and I was blown away because I recognized something that I didn't know had existed before, which was कि ये एक indigenous Pakistani music थी, which sounded kind of like it sounded like it may have been derived from influences of Western music, like Simon and Garfunkel ke Chup especially always reminded me of that. But the more I heard it, the more I identified it as a very, very Pakistani sound. And it was the first album that I really identified as being, and it was played with guitars, played with like Western kind of music sensibilities. But it was the first time that I heard and I thought, okay, damn, yaar, this is Pakistani music. This, like, if people ask me, कोई मैं बाहर जाऊं, कोई मुझसे कहता है कि hey, what's Pakistani music like? And I'm like, well, I can show you this. And of course you could show them Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan and all that stuff. And
Which hypothetical part of the world were you in where
I don't know,
people
man.
are?
Like, I don't know. Maybe in some movie, maybe in like some bad Hollywood film or something. I end up I walk off on a set or something. But it was Pakistani music, and
Yeah.
it really, like, it was just beautiful. Like, out of that album, and the lyricism of it, like the lyrics, there were some really strong messages. Which at first I was like, wait, are they like talking about things that I think they're talking about, but I'm not sure. And I kept second guessing myself. I was like, nay, is it really? Maybe. And then people were like, nay, ye kya bakwas? No, they're just talking about love and all this. And I was like, oh, okay, theek hai. But it was amazing. And, songs like my personal favorite on that first album was Itbar, which like is a song that you just listen to. And us gaane mein actually, I think Hania ki jo guitar genius thi, I don't know if it was her who plays the solo at the end, but I always assumed it was her. And not maybe Umran Shafiq, who another, I think, friend of yours, but also good. I think it was her with Gumby on the drums, and it is just like phenomenal. So, and I was reminded again of it because a friend of mine sent me like one of the last recordings that Hania had done, just on WhatsApp, like a voice note, and unfinished, but just the moment I played it, I could tell it was her, but I could also like know that it was like nothing I'd ever heard before. I think that's what the sound, unka jo sound tha na, was genius, in that you felt like you had heard it before, but actually it was like nothing you'd ever heard before. And for that, like, kudos to her genius. May Allah rest her soul in peace. Like, and deepest condolences to everyone who was close to her and worked with her and benefited from her presence. But she really, to me, was just a downright genius in Pakistan, and she made my experience of Pakistan inestimably better. Just by dint of her being a musician there.
I think something that when I heard that album for the first time and it really struck me was that at that age and in that era there was so much obsession with like guitars and guitar solos and
Yeah,
guitarists and
yeah.
like a lot of
Shredding.
bands, yeah, like I was listening to for the guitaring and guitarist ka ye and falana dhimkana and a lot of that kind of music always has this really interesting tension or collaboration between the singer and the guitarist and whatever, and you obviously saw that in Zayn and Hanya's work. But what stood out then and has then consistently, like, stood the test of time is that, we discussed this before off camera. Like, Hanya is easily like the top three greatest guitarists in Pakistani history, that for me at least. Like, and I think you articulated why it wasn't necessarily कि, oh yaar सबसे crazy fret या whatever, because I don't know that stuff, but it was being able to translate the guitar into a local vernacular so effortlessly.
Yeah,
Like there was
effortlessly.
like,
Yeah, that's a key point.
yeah, because like if I look at like someone like Umran is a really effortless guitarist, but it's very, very blues inspired, right? Like, or you
Yeah,
saw someone
yeah.
like Salman Ahmed really, or Ruhail Hayat much later on, very differently attempt fusion, and they're doing it with like, Salman's bringing a lot of his like Zeppelin sensibility or whatever, and or Raheel is bringing a lot of intricacy to it or whatever. With Hanya, it was just completely natural, right? And I think that was one of those things, unlike the 90s and maybe a lot of the music in the early 2000s as well, where you got that idea कि पाकिस्तान में ये कल्चर, बैंड कल्चर, रॉक कल्चर वगैरह शुरू हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, and so there was like bands, like great bands, or Vital Signs or Strings or whoever you want to call from that era, उन सब की एल्बम्स में काफी क्रिंज किस्म की गानी और रिकॉर्डिंग वगैरह भी होती थी. Like,
हाँ,
I think
बिल्कुल.
there was, it took a while before like bands were able to perform, like deliver kind of polished albums. And even there, like, okay, the production is better, this is better, but like with Chup, but it was just like the serendipity of like how good the Zayn and Hanya were together. But you saw that in their future collaborations and in their future solo work, that they have this really great, like Hanya का जो OSTs उसने किए हैं, उसके बाद जो गाने किए हैं, was just able to capture something where it was, even if it's with this western instrument, the guitar, it felt very, very relatable. It felt very much the kind of people, मतलब हम लोग खुद भी जिस किस्म के हैं कि आप बर्गर भी हैं मगर आप देसी हैं और वहाँ पैदा हुए हैं, ये वो, and you can see that with some people who are able to blend those different parts of themselves so comfortably, and you see
I
that,
think
you hear that in her music, right? Like you can hear that blend happening
I,
very effortlessly.
yeah, I much prefer the word blend, and I think that's much more fitting for her than fusion. फ्यूजन
Hmm.
में जैसे ही कोई फ्यूजन बोलता है ना म्यूजिक में, तो मेरे खड़े हो जाते हैं रेडार के, यार ये एक ये लेंगे और एक ये लेंगे और ऐसे करेंगे कुछ, एकदम ऐसे मिलाएंगे और पीस पीस के कुछ बना देंगे. Whereas blend is much just felt much more smoother and kind of almost accidentally filters into each other. And this was a defining trait, I think, of their music, at least to me, was, and I'm sure all creative processes are hard and they're difficult and they kill you, and like it's difficult to kind of come out with stuff, but the genius is to make it sound or read or look completely effortless and light. There's a lightness to it, that's the thing. And गिटार शेडर्स के साथ, जैसे जो पाकिस्तान के फेमस एरा गिटार शेडर्स या गिटारिस्ट भी हो, आमिर जकी मरहूम, I think Faraz Anwar, was that, am I getting that name right? Faraz Anwar, yeah. Like all these guys were like, tortured dark souls who like took the guitar and made these weird, dark, difficult sounds. And here comes this genius, like you say, top three guitarists of the country, and she just, like, these melodies just flowed from her. Like they came out, and I'm sure it must have been difficult. Of course it was, but it, the beauty was just how light that whole process sounded. Like almost like she sat down like in Zamam and played this like beautiful carefree innings without a care in the world. Whereas khela ye khela wo khela, not in Zamam, maybe Mohammad Yusuf, actually, the elegance.
Wasim Raja was my thing.
Wasim Raja, or actually, it's blasphemy to say this, but somebody like Joe Root, where like you look up the famous. Well, I'll tell you why. Because the
Yeah,
famous thing
this
about
is
Joe
gonna
Root
get
is
edited in the post anyways, but
the- no, it's because the famous thing about Joe Root is that he comes out to bat, and suddenly you're not paying attention, and you look up at the scorecard, and he's on 35. you know, and then you start noticing, and then he goes on to build like 100 or whatever. It was that kind of effortless कि आप notice ही नहीं करते हैं, और फिर आपको थोड़ी देर बाद ये एक thought strike करती है, ये ख्याल आता है कि shit यार, that this sounds like genius, this is amazing what she's doing, and that happens to me with a lot of their songs, with a lot of Zev and Hania songs.
I think that was the
Yeah, go on.
thing, why we've really hit the nail on the head, कि जो guitarist की vibe or the sound that we, in that era that we used to venerate, was like this tortured, dark guy who's playing complicated things that are really extravagant and you know, like in your face. And then you've got I remember this, my friend Zara had tweeted that Zeb Hanya's Etebar is better than Vital Signs' Etebar, and then Twitter went crazy, and then Hanya messaged us saying,
Is it
okay,
Zara Paracha?
Zara Malkani
Achha, okay.
had said
Whoever it
this.
was,
So
she's 100% correct.
yeah, right. So, and it was, I think, obviously, Etebar has all of the Vital Signs one has that all that nostalgic cachet, whatever, you know. But when you get down to it, like that's one of those differences, right? Where there's like, Etebar is not by any means like some guitar heavy song or anything, but again, it's just
No,
like really unavoidable and like, you know, like, and other songs that especially are guitar driven again are very extravagant versus you have this extremely talented person playing a lot of like, you know, like flourishes that show you has the technical virtuosity as well, but the music is really not focusing on like, look at how amazing I am at this instrument,
yeah.
is just hitting you directly, right? So it's like there's some things that you appreciate because you can see all the workings and be like, yo, that's pretty cool. But then inevitably something that hits you even more is that it's hit you, as you just said, like, you know, you don't even realize that you were enjoying it, and then you're like, oh, is that where I am right now? And I think in that way, yeah, that's a great analogy, that there was just not any kind of, you know, look at me, notice
Yeah.
me, look at this right now, which
So the
also made
music
that.
was always the thing. The music, like the sound that you heard, the mood that it created, that was always the main thing. Like it didn't
And
matter
I was just
that they
gonna
had
end
beautiful
it.
voices,
I was
even,
gonna
you
say
know.
that, like, okay, basically, I think that because of that, a that music, particularly in that album, was a lot more subversive without anyone realizing it. Like, we just listened to all the songs. Mullahs would have like a field day,
Yeah.
or Khalid ur Rahman, whatever that kind of character. But उसके साथ साथ ये भी था कि मुझे एक दफा एक YouTube comment थी कि somebody said कि Zabe's voice is like love and Hanya's voice is like truth, and it was an interesting kind of you know, juxtaposition. But I definitely felt that, you know, that with Hanya's music, not just their vocals, there's a lot of sincerity, and it's, I don't know how you make sincere music, but I feel I can tell when there's sincerity in music.
Yeah, and I just want to drop one of their lines from Etabar because it is the greatest song. And you know, they made Coke Studio for me, by the way. The first 3 or 4 seasons, they had one song, Bibi Sanam Janam. They had Pemona and Chup Ki ek version, which is a much jazzier and lovelier version. Even it was impossible to improve that song, you know. But they covered their own song and they did it better. But एक जो line थी ना Etabar में, which subversion की बात कर रहे हैं, I don't know, maybe it's a really obvious line or something, but I can never, like, it's one of my greatest lines of music in a song ever. वो रात थी तेरी but और दिन अब है मेरा, which is just like that's like an FU, that's like just the ultimate whatever it is. I don't know what it meant. I've always wanted to ask them if I ever get a chance to speak to them, I'd love to ask them, please tell me what it meant, because as in how you meant it. I know what it means, of course, but how you meant it and how you came up with it, it's just the greatest, simplest line of all time. It's triumphant. It's just amazing. And it was stuff like that, you know, that always like stuck with you, like little things that they did, little things, almost like little hidden secrets that they put in their songs, and everyone interacts with it in a different way to other, like, you know, I could say that about most of the songs on that album, that I have like one little favorite moment in that song which is just like my favorite moment, and it appeals to me for a certain reason, and it may not appeal to anyone else, but I sure as hell would like to ask them how they created that moment, because I want to know why it means, like, you know, so much to me, basically. And literally I can do that with almost every song in that album. एक ऐसा एक लम्हा आता है हर गाने में where I'm just like, shit, yes, this is for me. So again, it's just the genius of her music making, the genius of her chemistry with Zabe and the stuff they did, and just like a massive loss, man. I was thinking about her and like the people that we've lost in the music industry in Pakistan. Khan Saab was one, Nazia Hassan another. Now to think that Hania is no longer there, able to make like just amazing music. It's just it's just a damn shame.
It's definitely is, and as Usman also said, prayers for her loved ones, and I think yeah, I'm really glad that we managed to come back to this because somebody who just gave us a lot of joy and an opportunity for us to say bye to them. But yeah, this is where we're going to leave you as well. Thank you for watching this episode. An unintended Misbah tribute, an intended Hania tribute, and a lot more in between.
We love you,
We'll
Misbah.
catch you. Yeah, we'll catch you next week. Take care.